then you started your coaching business. Tell us about your Ground Zero recovery and coaching. That sounds amazing. You help a lot of people.
So, before I started Ground Zero, a friend of mine was starting a Christian 12-step group, Celebrate Recovery. And he asked me to be one of the leaders. And I was like, all right, I'll see. And he had trainers come down and they were training us. And I didn't understand that Celebrate Recovery was for like all kinds of hurts, habits, and hangups, not just addictions. People coming with everything, anxiety, bad divorce, relationships, all kinds of stuff. And after like 2, 3 training sessions, I said, this isn't for me. And I called my daughter up and I said, Dana, I said, I don't think I'm going to stay. And she said, Daddy, you have to stay. She said, someone like me is going to walk in the door that's having a problem with drugs, and you're going to know how to talk to them. You've always dealt with me. You've been through every war with me. Someone like my mom's going to come in, and, you've had issues with her, and you're going to know how to talk to them. So you have to stay. So I said, I got to give it another chance. And I stayed. And then, the ministry leader had to leave. Then a woman took over. She had to leave. Then COVID hit, and it was either close the doors or take it over myself. And we had a big group coming, and I couldn't see these people were, growing from coming, and I didn't want to let it close. So, in God's infinite sense of humor, I became the ministry leader, and someone who thought he wasn't even going to stay. So it's been going well. And during that time, I said, well, how can I reach other people? And I started going to school to become a coach. And I became a coach like 4 or 5 years ago. And I did not know what I wanted to do with it. Still working on Wall Street. And I'm like waiting for God to tell me, what do you want? What am I supposed to do with this? And then I started coaching guys through word of mouth. And guys were coming to me, and it was going pretty well. My daughter at that time would make fun of me. Oh, Dad, you're a coach now. Like so many different things. And we decided to launch a website. And, I'm a very impatient person, that A personality. I'm like, where are the clients coming from the website? But they started to come. And I've coached parents. I initially thought I was always going to coach parents because being a parent is somebody who was using. Coach parents, I've coached, the spouse and, the people that come home from treatment, or some people that think they don't need treatment. I don't need treatment. I'll call a coach. And I'll be honest with them. If I coach you 2 or 3 sessions and I'm not enough, I'll tell you, I got to help you get into treatment. And I'll coach you when you come home. I don't just want your money for the session. I'd rather you get help, come home, and then we'll work on a healthy lifestyle. So that's how I'm handling it right now. I really care about the people I coach. I don't coach that money so that I can know everybody really personally. And I try to coach with like a boutique style. If I don't just talk to you once a week, you can text me anytime.